What is your dream career? What will you have to do to achieve your dream? Now, there are lots of choices. Journalism is just one of them. We'll take a look at that one and a few others today on Triad Perspectives. Welcome to Triad Perspectives. I'm your host, Sandra Hughes, here at North Carolina A&T State University. Each week, we're excited to bring you the opportunities and programs at our school here in Greensboro. And today, we'll take a closer look at the programs in the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. My guests today are, number one, the Interim Dean, who is Dr. Gloria Jones Johnson, the Interim Dean of the college that we just mentioned, and also Dr. Sheila Whitley, who is the Interim Associate Dean. Nice to have you both. How in the world did you break away from all your duties to come talk to us?
It's a pleasure. We thought it was important, so we found the time.
Nice. It's very nice, thank you. But I know there have been some changes in the school or in the college, university lately. How has that affected what you are doing, what you both have to do now?
Well, I am at the interim, and I just started at A&T recently. So I'm in charge of kind of getting the infrastructure of the new college in place. So I've been very busy getting committees together, reorganized based on the changes that have occurred with the reorganization. So it's been a very busy and exciting time, but we're making lots of strides with the infrastructure, our committees, and just met with my student dean council yesterday, so that was very exciting. So we've been very busy, but we're getting a lot done.
Anything you're looking to do that you haven't gotten started on yet?
We're starting with our council or advisory board for the college. We're setting that up, and we are having more interactions among our different departments. And I'm attending faculty meetings and just kind of getting people connected across our different departments and creating the synergy for the college with the excitement that we are very relevant at a land-grant institution. So.
Oh, I'm sure. And Dr. Whitley, I know I've seen you being busy before now. So what has been added to your plate?
Well, the new task that's been added is that I'm now the Interim Associate Dean for the college, and I'm very, very excited about that, excited to have this opportunity. I worked with a committee that also looked at the reorganization, and so I'm very excited to be a pretty major part of having something to do with the development of the new college. So that's the new task. But I'm still teaching and still doing my responsibilities in journalism and mass communication.
You must need a lot of water and fans to get cool you off.
Absolutely.
You also wanted to talk about something special that's coming up. No, that's not you not wanting to talk about that, but it's something special coming up in that students who are in journalism are now getting maybe even a wider view or wider look at what they're going to do when they get out of school. Is that right?
I'll defer to Sheila on that, since Sheila's in the department.
And very excited about opportunities that journalism mass comm has on the plate, and I think you'll hear a little bit more about it in the show, so that there are several different kind of programs. We're very proud of our alums from our department, but we can say that about every department at the university. This university produces, a lot of categories. We've got some of the stats that talk about, produce the largest number of African American engineers. You can go just down the list of, some phenomenal things that we do and where our students go. And so, I think every year as we begin the semester and we look at certain programs and maybe some things that we want to do with the students to give them the opportunities to help expand that career. And so within the journalism mass comm, there'll be a couple of things that you'll hear about.
I'm sure I will.
Yes, you will.
Are we getting more students today than we did, say, 10, 15 years ago?
More students at the university?
Yes.
Yes, we are. We have the enrollment is 11,100. It's over 11,000 this year.
So do you have room for more?
Oh yes, definitely.
Especially in your college.
In our college, we have 6 departments in the College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences. We have English, History, Journalism, and Mass Communication, Liberal Studies, Political Science and Criminal Justice, Visual and Performing Arts. And they are all colleges, all of our departments are growing, and student enrollments are increasing in all of those. So
do you have to actually go out and recruit students, or are they just coming to you?
a little bit of both. We do both. We have recruitments. You're on Aggie Nights, and so we are sending out letters. So we're doing both. And the recruitment is a very exciting part of interacting with students. And,
I can imagine.
So,
I didn't hear know about Aggie Nights. What's that
Aggie
about?
Nights. Aggie Nights. The university travels to different different cities. So in the coming weeks, I know that we're going to go to Raleigh. We'll go to Charlotte, Atlanta, Maryland, D.C. And it's an informal social gathering where they'll invite prospective students to come in, and so faculty will be there, admissions will be there, and so we'll talk to people, and it's a good opportunity to get that first contact in a very informal kind of way.
I'm sure. What are you seeing in students now that maybe you didn't see 5 years ago in their need to learn, interest in learning?
We just met with our student Dean's Council yesterday, which has representatives from all of the departments, and I was really impressed with the level of involvement and engagement of our students, their interest and commitment to learning. And a lot of them were juniors and seniors, and really being concerned about their preparedness for the job market, and just really being engaged beyond in social media, but being engaged in and taking responsibility for their own learning, and telling me what they need in their labs and in their classes and so forth. So I was just very energized and very excited with wonderful students.
Oh, I'm sure that's motivating.
It was
You
very
have a
motivating.
student telling you what they want
Yes,
to learn.
yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Anything in particular, Dr. Whitley, that you see that we could do better with?
And I think this would be a great question for the students. There are a lot of areas that we can improve. As we see, sometimes, class size can be a concern because we still need that one-on-one or that low ratio. And so that can that's a consistent problem. But if you have opportunities for students to do some sort of activities, for example, this show outside of class, this is a great way to get some of that one-on-one or lower ratio kind of experiences. And technology changes so fast.
That's true.
That it is so difficult to keep up with it. And so I think that's another challenge that we see.
So that's a challenge for the professors as
right,
well as the
right.
students,
Yes,
right?
yes, and the students comment on that
Yes.
as well, knowing a lot of them mentioned yesterday that they see a lot of enthusiasm in their professors now with the new college, and that was energizing them as well, so I was really pleased to hear that.
Yes, please. They're all your children.
Yes. Yes.
Well, thank you both for joining us today. And if you ever have something you want to talk about from your college, we're always here.
Thank
We're
you so
glad
much
to
for
have you
having
back
us.
on
Thank
again.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
After a short break, we'll come back with more on a program that sends students soaring into a bright future. Stay with us.
This is a North Carolina A&T State University Historical Minute. I'm Marilyn Parker. The Dudley Memorial Building houses more stone applications than any other building on A&T's campus. A sweep of 15 stones guide visitors to the main entrance. Built in 1893, the original facility contained a library, an auditorium, and administrative offices. In 1930, a fire led to a reconstruction, and the facility was renamed after A&T's second president, James B. Dudley. Today, the building is home to the Maddie Reed African Heritage and H.C. Taylor Art Galleries, music classrooms, and laboratories. The Dudley Memorial Building is located on the east side of campus, directly behind the statue of the A&T 4 and right across from Dudley Road.
Journalism and mass communication courses here at North Carolina A&T are teaching students what they need to know about the exciting world of broadcasting. Professors in this department at A&T are making sure their students are ready for the broadcast careers that await them. I'm proud to introduce to you right now Dr. Linda Callahan, who is the director of Earth Day Fashion Show and Food Drive. Good to see you today. And also Professor Gail Wiggins, who is a professor here. She is always the one students run to when they need something, and so do I. Okay. Great to have you both here. Very much.
Glad to be here.
How are things going in the department this year? Are you getting more and more students?
Things are going very well. Yes, we are continuing to get a lot of students with a lot of interest because we have 3 different concentrations. So students get to select from those concentrations of public relations as one of the concentration, which is my area of specialty. And then we have mass media production and multimedia journalism.
That's a lot, you know, and I remember when I came to work here, Professor Wiggins, I couldn't tell the difference. Explain a little bit about the difference in them.
Right. Well, for multimedia journalism, that's the students that are seriously interested in news, all facets of news, whether it's writing and reporting for radio, television, print, and online. And so the curriculum is it encompasses quite a number of the writing skills and definitely some of the production courses as well. And then, of course, the mass media production students are very much interested in the creative side, the shooting, the editing, producing, directing. They are interested in the entertainment side of the business as well. And quite a number of our alums will venture on to film school afterwards. And so, so those types of skill sets where they are, again, writing the next screenplay or getting involved in television dramas and or definitely concentrating on owning their own production companies, and so it's a lot of the technical side to the curriculum, and so they learn those types of skills, the lighting, even this setup here. We're excited that our students are behind these cameras.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, they're upstairs in the control booth, and so we're happy for programs of this nature where our students get to really produce and direct and definitely learn the real side.
Exactly. Something they can't get from a classroom.
Right, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I am thrilled to have them. Just put myself in their hands every Tuesday and let them put it on. So you're one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, Dr. Callahan, is your Earth Day. What is that about?
Okay, so the Earth Day Fashion Show Food Drive, it started, we're getting ready to celebrate our 5th annual Earth Day Fashion Show Food Drive. And the way it started, I had always been interested in sustainability, and from time to time, I would have students in my public relations class plan activities related to sustainability and recycling and so forth. And in one of my classes, I had a student to design a dress out of paper.
Oh.
So that was like the initial idea. So what I did was contacted the fashion merchandising department and asked them if my public relations students plan and promote the event, again giving them opportunity to do hands-on experience. So if the public relations students in the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication would plan and promote the event, do all the media relations, the community relations, and so forth, would you, in fashion merchandising, would you make the garments out of newspaper, plastic, all type, paper, feathers, grass,
trash
bags.
Beautiful, just beautiful.
Just absolutely beautiful designs, and just the creativity was just amazing. You'd truly be amazed. And News 2 has come out to cover it, so that was really great. But anyway, so what it was doing, it was giving students on the fashion merchandising side an opportunity to have a broader audience to display garments that they would have been displaying anyway. And then on the journalism and mass communication side, it was giving students an opportunity to do the community relations and event planning and all that goes into putting on an event of this size.
Wow, and it sounds, I've heard that it's really big. I haven't had the chance to see it, but it is.
It really is, and the other thing that we do is we try to be involved in the community engagement. In the community engagement, that's why we know that there's such a need for food in Greensboro. And with it being Earth Day, by the way, Earth Day is always in April.
Okay.
Earth Day is always in April the 22nd, so we always have it one day during that week. This year it will be that Thursday of Earth Day week, but it's always in April that planning starts early. So all the food that is raised in the Earth Day Fashion Show and Food Drive, all of the food is given to Greensboro Urban Ministries.
That is wonderful. I'm very proud of what you're doing there.
Yeah.
And you also are working with journalism students in the, a program is it once a year, once a semester?
Once a year. It is the National Association of Black Journalists short course. And March 15th through the 18th, we will celebrate our 25th year.
Oh my goodness.
Hosting the short course at North Carolina A&T. We are the longest running, we have the longest running program with NABJ. And so we're just extremely proud of this program and the opportunities students have received as a result of being a part of it. It has jump-started the careers of many of our students. And it's not only for students at North Carolina A&T, it's for all students who are members of the National Association of Black Journalists.
Talking the whole country or
right,
the world,
and internationally as well. And so we're proud of this program. We're happy to celebrate its 25th year, and so we're expecting a lot of great things come March.
I can imagine.
Yes, and we want everybody who participated in the short course to come back and to join in this reunion, this celebration, and we're just looking forward to it.
That's great. And then after that, then you're doing the fashion
The
show.
Earth Day Fashion Show, but there's one element that I really want the community to know about. This year, for the first time, we're asking churches, we're going to have a parade of hats. So we're going to encourage churches to come out. They will donate food, and then they will participate in the parade of hats as a part of the Earth Day Fashion Show.
That is fabulous. I'll tell you, I had a little boy, when he was 3 years old, he would only wear his grandmother's church hats when we went out somewhere. And it was embarrassing at first, but then it was kind of funny, and we always made sure he had a hat from Grandma to go out for church. Any wishes or desires as we go forward in the future in this department?
Well, we definitely want to continue to grow. We want to continue to meet the needs of the industry. Want to make sure that our students are prepared in all facets of this business. We want them working everywhere. I mean, the alums are everywhere now, and so we want to increase our newsrooms with students from North Carolina A&T. And we know they've got the it factor. They can do it. They're very, very sharp. They are very confident in their skill sets, and they will go out and knock on doors if they have to. Yes, to make sure that that they're seen, that their skill sets are noticed, and they bring a lot to the table.
That's
And
right.
we're very proud. We're very, very proud of the fact that they are very competitive.
Yes.
They're very competitive, and we feel confident sending them out knowing that they're ready to be competitive in the field.
Yeah, so they say, I was taught by Dr. Callahan, and
Absolutely.
I was taught by Professor Wiggins.
Absolutely.
So you won't be afraid that they're going to say that. I know that you're doing a fabulous job because I've worked with you both
Thank
here in the department at A&T, and I wouldn't give anything for this experience. Thank you both
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you very much.
When we come back, we'll hear from a video production specialist who is putting her university courses to work. Stay with us.
I'm Gabrielle Cook, and this is the A&T Historical Minute. Harrison Auditorium is the largest theater on A&T's campus and sets the stage for a variety of productions.
Built in 1939, Harrison Auditorium is named after former drama department chair Richard Barry Harrison. After spending 8 years at A&T, Harrison was called to Broadway to star in the role of DeLaude in the production of Green Pastures. In 2005, Harrison went through a $4 million renovation, which added 5 bathrooms, expanded the stage, and improved the seating capacity to 963. Harrison Auditorium is home to the nationally ranked A&T theater company, the Richard B. Harrison Players. Its stage is used throughout the year for events such as Aggies and Poets and many other student and local productions.
Thank you for staying with us here on Triad Perspectives. Dreaming about doing something is one thing, doing it is another. I'm pleased to introduce a young lady and a young gentleman who have turned their careers into, or their learning into careers. Congratulations to you both, because you're both A&T grads, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me give them your names. This is Joy Harley, who is the video production specialist, and also Timothy Jones, who is an operations specialist, and you're both with technical event management. So, did you go there right out of school?
I was actually an intern there my senior year, well, my second semester junior year and my senior year, and I learned a lot there, and I just got a job when I graduated.
So do you think that's what helped you get the job, was the internship?
Yeah, the internship most definitely. It's a program here that you have to take your senior year. You have to have an internship to graduate, and I chose that to be my internship, and we did a lot my senior year, and I think it showed my boss who I was. As far as, like, I mean, we did events with Oprah. I was fortunate enough to be there when they did Maya Angelou's last birthday party, and that was huge. And we had concerts and festivals. It was just one thing after another, and so I was happy to have a job when I graduated.
So you're not thinking about leaving anytime soon, huh?
No, not anytime soon.
Okay, Timothy, tell us about your travels from A&T into production.
When I graduated, I first went to a local news station, WXI News 12 in Winston-Salem, and I worked there for about a year. But during that time, I was also doing stuff on the side, working with Mr. Sam and networking. And I knew Joy, and I knew a couple other people that interned with him. And he started, when I was working with him, he started noticing me and things like that, and that's how he picked me up.
Okay, you must have been doing something right. What was it?
I think he saw that I was really good with troubleshooting, and also I could switch between video and audio pretty good.
So what do you like to do? Now, you both are with technical event management. What if you had 4 choices, which one would you want to do?
4 choices?
Of something to do at work.
Editing.
Editing?
And audio.
Oh, okay. That's the hard part.
Which one?
Editing seems like to me the hard part.
It's kind of second nature to me.
Oh, okay. What about you?
We do a lot of concert production, a lot of live production. That's my favorite part. If we could have a concert every day and produce the management of it, that would make my whole life.
That sounds like a lot of work, though.
Well, one thing I like about this whole field is that it's not a normal 9 to 5. I like the busyness of it. I don't want to sit behind a desk, so if we're out and about in the field, then that's fun to me.
I want you both to tell me what you learned at A&T that's helping you with what you're doing now in your career. Joy?
Shows like this, just getting the experience. I remember I did NABJ my senior year, and all the students came from other schools and were like, man, you guys got everything, and we don't have anything. And that kind of made me realize we do got a lot of stuff to grasp and take off. We got a studio here, editing bays. I worked at WXI too briefly when I graduated, and I started out as a PA, which was floor directing and camera, and I got tired of that real quick, so I wanted to move up. And the editor had just left, so I applied for it, and I didn't have to get trained because I knew Avid from here. And they were like, oh, if you know Avid, you can jump in anywhere, and that's how it happened. So I was very grateful for A&T for that.
What did you learn at A&T that helped you?
Pretty much how I learned and what I learned is just jumping on everything I could, on every production I could, running around Mr. Devaney, shooting football, shooting different events, going out. And that's what pretty much helped me. And then also learn the Avid, which is a good basis for editing. That really helped me.
Sounds like a lot of hard work, a lot of time. Is that right?
It is a lot of time, but if it's something you like to do,
It's fun
not.
if you love it.
Then let me ask you, where are you headed, Joy? As we look down the road.
I want to be like a production manager of live production. I want to be the person everyone comes to put it together. I want to be the puzzle piece putter together.
The puzzle piece putter. That's a good one. I never heard that before. Well, that sounds pretty good. Do you have any idea where you want to do that?
I like it here. TEM is definitely it for around here in the Triad. We're who everyone comes to. So if we keep flourishing like we are, I'd stay here. So.
And just keep it going. Where are you headed?
I like staying in the production field. I'm just ready for TMM to expand further.
What would you like to see them go if they had only one step to take, say in the next year? Where would you like for that to be?
Just expand, do more out-of-state things like that.
Oh.
Travel.
That seems like it would make it harder if you're going somewhere you don't know where you're going, does it?
It's like Christmas morning. Once you experience one Christmas morning, you keep experiencing. It's just, you just jump in where you go. If you know the business in the field, you can just.
So the Christmas tree is just always there.
There's always Christmas tree, always lights.
That's good. What advice would you give, Timothy, to current journalism students about getting ready for a career?
Just get involved and prepare yourself as much as you can. Get involved with as much as you can. Network.
Okay, what's your advice?
Same thing, just network, team up with your peers, come up with ideas, and learn how to sell yourself.
Yeah, but what about the parties and the vacations and all of those things?
You can do that too, but you better get as much as you can while you're here, because once you're out,
say party later, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you both for coming back and telling us how much you enjoyed your career or your learning here at North Carolina A&T. Well, I hope you enjoyed this show and the guests that we presented today. Don't forget you can watch Triad Perspectives each Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Time Warner Cable, Channel 69. You can connect with us on social media. Like us on Facebook at Triad Perspectives. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at TriadP_NCATJOMC. Watch us on YouTube, search NC Aggie TV. You can also reach us on our website. You know, we really would like to hear from you. If you see something that you like, let us know that. If you see something you don't like, let us know that too. So please leave your comments. Just type blogs.ncat.edu/TV studio. I want to thank our guests today for coming and talking about some of the plans that are going on for students in the field of journalism. And then I want to thank you for watching. I'm Sandra Hughes. Have a great day.